fun is this? The Rideau Winter Trail is an urban recreation trail located right in the heart of the city. We're about to find out more right now as we say hello one more time. Joining us here again on Daytime Ottawa, Nicki Bridgland. You're the co-lead, the Rideau Winter Trail. You're also the CEO and founder of the amazing Rideau Sports Centre in the Bridge Public House. How have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing winter. I mean, a day like today, talking about cross-country skiing and outdoor activities is super fun. It's a great time to be at the Rideau Sports Centre.
Things are going well there?
Things are going really well. We've had a surplus of strike days. We've been running children's camps to help parents, and our winter programs start for the second program next week for the second winter session. So lots of fitness activities, kids activities, adult activities.
Busy place to be.
Busy place,
okay.
yeah.
Let's talk about this amazing Rideau Winter Trail. Now it's right in the heart of the city.
Yeah, so the Rideau Sports Centre in the Bridge Public House is located at 1 Donald Street, and starting right from the Rideau footbridge that connects Sandy Hill to Overbrook is where the Rideau Winter Trail grooming has begun. So it's a 2.5 kilometer loop that starts right in the heart of the city, so that you don't have to go up to Gatineau Park, you don't have to drive a far way or even have a car to get to this kind of recreation. It's accessible by transit and also by foot if you live in the neighborhood.
It's amazing. And as you mentioned, it is groomed, so
yeah.
It's not like you're just going to get on there and try to get through all kinds of crazy snow or anything like that.
Yeah, so instead of having to cut your own trail and having it be a little bit messy, it's fabulous because it's groomed once a week, and it's groomed for cross-country skiing, both skate ski and classic. So the classic tracks are set as well as skate ski carpet, and there's an area that also is for fat bikers, walkers, and snowshoers.
I like that, those fat bikes.
Yeah.
They look, it's just any opportunity to get out, and this is what you're providing here, an opportunity to get out in the winter months and get some exercise.
Yeah, that's it. So winter can be really long if you don't have a nice way to get outside to enjoy it. And it's one way to get the heart pumping and some cardio and even the vitamin D of being outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a way for people to get out and enjoy winter and have some fun.
Okay. I know you mentioned exactly where exactly does it start, where does it end, and where does it go? It goes along the 417 as well, right?
It goes along the Rideau River, a little bit more picturesque than the 417.
Yes. But south of the 417.
Yeah, so it starts at 1 Donald Street and then it goes south to the 417.
Okay.
And then it loops back on this picturesque trail through the trees, and you can see the Rideau River the whole way along.
And like you said, a 2.5 kilometer.
Yeah.
People can do that. That's not too much of a workout.
Totally, and it's flat ground, so it's a really nice place for people to be able to learn. Not like Gatineau Park, which I do love, but it's straight uphill in Gatineau Park in some of the areas. So this is nice and easy for people to get their footing. As well as for people who haven't tried it before, we have Kunstad Sports coming to do a ski rental on Saturday, March 7th. So it's people can rent skis for an hour and be able to try it out. So they don't even need to have the equipment before they actually dive into the sport.
That's good.
Yeah.
Introduce them to the sport. Yeah.
That's it.
Which is good. So how did this whole idea come to be then? It started as a pilot last year?
Yeah. So the success, as we all know, of the Sir John A. Macdonald S-Jam cross-country and winter trail system, we capitalized on and joined, many of us from different parts of the city, a group called the Winter Trail Alliance, which I've sat on for the last 2.5 years. And we worked to secure funding from the National Capital Commission and from the City of Ottawa. And they supported it. So now there are many different areas of the city that have our own versions of the S-Jam. And so, and to your point of the pilot, we did do a pilot last year, a couple of pilot groomings to see, is there the appetite? And sure enough, there was in our neighborhood to be able to bring the trails to here.
Good. How often is it groomed?
It's groomed once a week,
Yeah.
but we've had some intermittent week heavy snowfalls, like we'll groom and then it'll snow the next day.
Yeah.
So with the funding that we have with the NCC and the City of Ottawa, we've been able to do intermittent groomings, but typically it's groomed Thursday or Friday so that it's in peak condition for the weekend.
The weekend, good. Okay, so you can also warm up.
Yeah.
And this is where your other facility obviously comes into place.
Yeah. So the Rideau Sports Centre is an amazing sport and wellness facility that has hot yoga, showers, change rooms. So you can see all of those things would be nice to be paired on to a cross-country ski. If you want to change beforehand into your clothes or have a warm shower, a hot yoga class. As well as we have an amazing restaurant on site called the Bridge Public House.
Yes.
And that would be a great spot to have a ski and brunch or ski and dinner, ski and lunch. We're open 7 days a week.
7 days a week. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so what is the goal then for this?
Yeah.
Is it to keep it open as often? Because you need funding for this as well, correct?
That's right. So the goal essentially is to get as many people outside enjoying the trail as possible. And to secure it long term, we need the support of the City of Ottawa and the National Capital Commission, as well as private funds for fundraising. So we're actually looking for a fundraising volunteer at this point in time. The goal is to eventually link up all the trails across the city so that if you think of the canal we were talking about earlier, it probably seemed ludicrous that there would be the ability to skate to work. Well, now there could be the ability to ski to work or to, ski from the west end to the east end with all the different trail systems in place. So eventually our part of the trail is planning to hook up to Mooney's Bay. And there are other trails in the city like Rideau Winter Trail that just began last week or a couple of weeks ago, and hoping that they'll connect with SJAM so that we have this real nice trail circuit within the whole city that connects.
I know your establishment, we could do a whole other segment and all the amazing facilities and rentals, and you've got a great event coming up this weekend as well, so we could talk about that some other time. But
okay.
For this one, RideauSportsCentre.com, of course, to find out more about this amazing winter trail. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dylan.
For being here, Nicki Bridgland.
Thank you.
More daytime coming up in moments. Children's author and entertainer Tim Holmes joining us on Rogers TV.